What's up, Ivor? Oi. Oi, 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 oi. Oi. Who's this Jemima sitting in my chat? And why does it show Jemima and not Ivor if Ivor's the only one who's spoken so far? Packing for honeymoon, you say? That sounds quite exciting. And I said exciting, really funny. Exciting. Does it sound good? It looks like this sounds good. Whoa, bad start. And we're in the cellars, which is not where I wanted to be. You got married on... Good Lord, Ivor. Congratulations, good sir. I don't know what this thing is, but we shall celebrate your marriage by shooting some poo with some tears. How about that? Sounds like a good celebration to me. I don't know about you. Probably not to you, let's be honest here. I'm gonna go ahead and say no. Spiders, don't really like spiders. I don't think anyone who plays this game likes the stupid spiders, because they do that constantly. Sounds good to you? Is she there with you? Or he? Or she? I'm pretty sure you're a he and she would be a she. Which made very little sense to me. Welcome to my world. My own volume's like crazy loud. She is a she? Okay. Oh, Jesus. This is... Yep. Knew that was happening. What was happening there? My tears were not going the way I told them to go. Let's stop sucking for a second. Pamela! Hello, Pamela. I'm going to assume Pamela is not the Jemima that's sitting in chat. Bombs are key. Sure. It's actually not what I wanted to pick up, but okay. Because I actually quite like having bombs, but you know, whatever. Please die. Hey, you dropped a heart. That's good. Hello, Pamela. Welcome to me and my massive amounts of ineptitude. You should get used to it. And famine on the first floor with a crappy item and no health. This is gonna go well, I'm sure. What does my item do? Oh, okay. That's what that does. It fires a laser. Come here, famine. I don't know why famine spits out flies. I guess flies and famine kind of go together, sort of. Not really. This is... I like how this is what you're doing while you're packing for your honeymoon, is watching me play this game of everything that you could be doing. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I don't like how you're spitting me into a corner there, buddy. That sucked. I'm gonna die on the first floor. That's embarrassing. And a new person's watching me die on the first floor. That's embarrassing. Not like I've played this very often here, anyway. Would you like to die, buddy? There we go. And we got the Book of Revelations, which is the best item ever, because it gives you free health and to keep a meat. Which eventually will give me Meat Boy if I get enough cubes of meat, because these people made Meat Boy, so whatever. They gotta tie them in together. This game, it's not the optimal honeymoon time right here. Although, I don't know. Maybe I would enjoy doing this on the honeymoon. I probably would, knowing me at this point. Would you like to come here, fly? Oh, there we go. And I dropped a pill in there, and I don't have any bombs. Because I picked up a stupid bill that didn't give me any bombs. Oh well. At least I have enough keys. I don't have to worry about keys for once. Ooh, sweet Jesus. There we go. I have tried Tribes Ascend. That was incredibly lucky. Not sure if I really like it, but it is free, so I technically could do a video on it at some point, because I do have it installed on ye old Steamin'. Red fire, and an item room, which I'm apparently going to go ahead and use a key on already. And another item I don't really want. Yes, I think I'll keep my shoop-de-whoop, otherwise apparently known as firing my laser. And the fires move around. I don't want to go to the shop. I played Tribes Ascend for essentially not very long. but I'm not really a tribes kind of guy, so it seems alright to me. It looks like they're getting a little heavy on the paid items usefulness, though, from what I've heard. They appear to be getting a bit heavy on that. Whoa! Troll bomb. And by heavy, I mean they're getting a bit too powerful on some of them. Bomb? No, no bomb. Please don't kill me. Be greatly, probably kill the one on the bottom since has less health. Whatever. I could also probably do that. There we go. I forgot they have a range limit on them. It's kind of hard to best world a tank in the form of gold ammo there. Whoa, Nelly. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Oh no, it didn't. They should have long since gotten rid of that gold ammo nonsense, but whatever. Especially on the test server. They really, really should have eliminated the gold ammo on the test server, because that basically eliminates the usefulness of armor, which is kind of silly. Especially with the new guns that have like 400 penetration with gold ammo, which is obscene. I think the new Russian gun and some of the French tanks have that. I know the new French tank destroyers by default have some crazy high penetration value. Can't remember what it is. I think it's like, what, 300 something? Plus gold ammo? It's kind of crazy. I'm only looking forward to... Oh, come on. Stop that. You know what? There. Fire laser. I'm only looking forward to a few of the, 8 ball. To a few of the British tanks, but I suppose it'll be alright. Mainly the different Churchill variations, which would be kind of cool, and the tank destroyer line, which will hopefully be pretty sweet. Especially what I assume will be the turtle, or whatever it's called, at the very end of the British line, which is a magnificent tank destroyer, or at least close to the end of the line. Whoa, Nelly. I mean, it's not like that's going to be a tier 4 tank destroyer or something with however much armor that thing freaking has. I said freaking a bunch of times. Go me. Oh, that was stupid. I looked over at chat, and what is with this guy? He's like glitching out over here. Whatever. Hey, I got a bomb finally. Oh. I clicked out of the window like an idiot. There we go. Luckily, my cube of meat saved me. You're here to entertain me? Ivor's entertaining me. I appreciate that. I basically just got home, so I figured I may as well do some streaming since I was going to play some stuff anyway. Figured I'd play this. Ow. Bro, that wasn't cool. Ivor and his new wife. So I'll have a bunch of congratulations in a minute about that. Ooh, chemical peel, sweet Jesus. Finally a good item. Although I guess the cube of meat may turn out to be good. It already has blocked some shots for me. Don't need to go to the shop. I only have one bomb though. I was gonna say I could try and find the secret room, but one bomb, getting kinda risky with that. That sweet damage. Oh, that was a bad idea. Okay. Poor planning on my part. As if that's a surprise to anybody. There's the boss room. Some more money. I may actually... Let's go adventure some more and see if I can get one more cent, and then we'll see what's in the shop here. And hopefully not get hurt in any of these freaking rooms, because I've already taken too much damage. I think I'll probably use the magician on the boss, depending on who it is. Just to save myself the hassle of having actually aim at this stupid thing. You! Stop running away from me. I know where you live, popcorn head dude, man. There we go. Bomb? Alright, well, we may go for a secret room attempt here, since I have a bomb. Not doing that. It's either right here, or to the bottom left. Hey, first try, good. Because we only had one try. And the money I wanted! Thank you, game, for being kind to me today. Yesterday, the game just, like, rolled all over me. Left and right, trolling me. It's obnoxious. This game does that a lot. One day it'll be all good, then the next day you'll fail miserably on the first floor repeatedly. I don't know what that is, but sure. Mom's coin purse, okay. Bunch of pills. Range down, that's not a good start. Telepills! Also not a good start. Oh well, sure. I'll take a Liberty Cap. I don't know what that does, but I'll take it. Since I just randomly walked into this room. Probably shouldn't have used my key to open that, but, you know, decent item came out of it at least. It looks to have boosted my damage, at the very least. Whoa, 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 whoa. Buddy, chill. It's mainly that chemical peel that helps so much. Boosts it by quite a bit. You all are going to be a pain to kill, aren't you? There we go. Once you get them down once, it's not so bad. Oh, come on. Die, please. There we go. There we go. One more? Yep. The one set of enemies I would prefer not to have to fight. I hate these things. So how you doing, Rebellion? Have you gotten married? Or is it just Ivor? We're gonna have a giant... Hey, we got a key. Have a bunch of people getting married for some reason. Also not a room I would have liked to fight. And I think I'll save my laser for the boss. Obviously, that's optimal usage. You didn't get married? Oh. Please kill him. That was crappy. You're doing decent, I'm doing decent. Having some fun here. Took a bunch of unnecessary damage. What else was in the shop? Was it a key? I kind of forgot. There's a bunch of pills that I need to go back and take. Give me my pills. That looked like a full health pill. No bad gas. Well, telepills don't want... Question mark. Full health. There we go. I don't want telepills. I'll take my magician card back. If you were a gypsy, you probably wouldn't be too young. What are they, like 14 or something they get married at? I don't remember. Do I have random tear effects? Or was that just like some crazy high fire rate it looked like I had there? I think it just looked like I had a crazy high fire rate for no reason. I could have random tear effects, I don't know. What's up, Fistula? You're not very hard. Well, this is terribly exciting there, isn't it, Fistula? Almost too young? Whoa, whoa, buddy. I think I might try and hit all of them with, or I'll just hit 2 of them. That was terrible. That was also close. I thought he was going to die. Dumb gypsies, they got lower benchmarks or something, I don't know. Lower requirements, that's what I was looking for. Hey, we got a heart drop. Which is good news. We got 2 heart drops, although I can't pick that one up. And an item I wish was something else. That is indeed a word you never want your doctor to say. A lot of things in this game are words you don't want your doctor to say. Let's be... Oh, come on. Are you serious? Are you serious? Oh, and it spit out a spider. Please move. There we go. I'm surprised I didn't get hit in that freaking bombardment of nonsense there. You need to die. Hey, there we go. I'm also surprised it didn't open up a secret room for me. Why can I see the map? I don't know. Is that Liberty Cap that's doing that? I think Liberty Cap's giving me random stuff. So the item room and the boss are down here. Yeah, it's Liberty Cap giving me random effects. I hate mini greeds. I hate all types of greeds, actually. Which, for future reference, is what these are. Please die. Please die. I need a little bit more damage, and then some more utility items, and I'd probably be set. If I got a Book of Revelations, I would be great. Because I have 0 health right now, and I lost money. And this again. This is why I don't like the catacombs. You know what? There. I am willing to fire that. And I got... Why am I tiny? I don't even own Left 4 Dead 2. Pills for a bomb. No, thank you. I don't even have Left 4 Dead 2. I played it on 360 at a friend's house, but other than that, nothing. This may or may not suck. It sucked. I only have 1 heart again. Come on now. I'm probably about to have less than 1 heart, maybe? No? I'm doing alright. I'm doing way better than I was last time, even with my lack of health here. Please don't teleport me. Tears up. Good. And that's my last key for an item I really wish didn't exist. Oh well. I suppose it's better than nothing. Of Wii? What is Wii? Oh, war game? Probably, at some point. I don't know when, and there's no guarantee of that, but probably. Oh, dear. Thank you, Cube of Meats. That's just Wii is not the optimal, there we go. Got a penny for my trouble. Optimal abbreviation for game. Are you kidding me? This again? At least they're trapped. Not that that appears to be making it any easier. I hate you, mini-greeds. I only have a half a heart. I can tell you right now this is going to go incredibly poorly. I could show off some multiplayer. Let's see if I can just kill this guy from there. Kinda tease him a little bit. Whoa, don't shoot twice. There we go. There we go. I have a half a heart to do a boss fight on catacombs. Oh well, like a heart and a half. On catacombs. Not going to go well. There's Crazy Lady. Hi, Crazy Lady.
Hey, Crazy Boy.
Hi. Crazy Lady. The Hollow! Well, I suppose that's one of the easier boss fights that could... Oh, not with this layout. That was a good start. At least he's poisoned now. This could go extremely well. There you go. Better than anticipated. And we got some Jesus juice. That black bean was actually useful. And that was kind of a waste of the magician card, but whatever. And we have more health now. So onward to probably great death. And we are on the depths 1. I believe depths 2, let's see. I think the depths 2 is where we have to fight Mom. Or is it depths 1 where we have to fight Mom? I don't remember. Already not a good start. Lost my spirit heart. I hate this game with a passion. Your computer won't run it? Does it just run it poorly, or does it just not run at all? Oh, come on, me. I'm gonna die in this pitiful room. Ooh, Cube of Meat saved me. I'm dead. No, maybe not, maybe not, maybe not. I yet live! Please go away. Die. You horrid creatures. Oi. 220 hours. My god, Ivor. That is a lot of hours, and then suddenly 8 bajillion people show up in the viewer list. I'm gonna die on this floor. I can basically guarantee that. This is... Oop, 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 oop. Okay. I was gonna say, this room is going to go very poorly if I stop giving me pennies. I don't want your pennies. The screen flashes, that's, not optimal. Also, that's the dryer, by the way. Your game is seizure-inducing, that's probably not optimal. And the freaking dryer's crazy loud. Okay. Let's see if I can get them in a line. Don't hit me. There we go. You better drop a heart, bro. They dropped a pill. Is this full health? Yes! Sweet Jesus. That sucked. Okay, I was about to say I don't have a key. That also sucked. Can I please stop getting hit? That would be great. Do I want to blow a bomb on that? Sure. I still haven't found any colored rocks. Hey, we got a heart out of it. It's always good. Hello all the bajillion people that are in the viewer list. I'm not sure if you're actually in the stream, but you're on the viewer list. And I got a Ouija board now, which makes Isaac look way creepier. Isaac, you are just a really creepy fat baby. Just want to point that out. What is the dryer doing? Good lord. I don't even know what kind of sounds that thing's making. It is unfortunate. It's a good game. I just don't play it terribly much. You only see 2 people on the list? I see 7 people. Like Daisuke, Random Dude, Rebellion, that's you. Ivarama Jemima's been in the list since the get-go, although that doesn't hit their back, that's lame. I've not seen Jemima say anything, and it didn't count them as an actual viewer, so I don't know. Whoa, buddy. No rapid turning around, please. I can't kill you if you're facing me. Please turn around, thank you. Ooh, that was close. Your cooperation is appreciated, good sir. There we go. And we got a rusted key. I don't know what that does. Liberty Cap is random, as far as I can tell. Which isn't a whole lot. This room made me tiny. Which just looks adorable because now he's tiny and fat, which makes very little sense at all. If I could fly, this room would be a joke, but I can't, so it's going to be slightly less of a joke. If I could fly, oh my god. That balancing patch, man, I wish they didn't release that balancing patch. A bomb, which I can't get, shop that I can't get to, a room I don't want to be in. Let's go this way, to a blood bank and a dead end. I only have 1 bomb. Dare I risk blowing it up for basically no reason? No. Hey, the Magician. I like the Magician. I also like when my dryer makes obnoxiously loud clicking sounds. Why it does that, I don't know. I really wish the fires would go out properly when you have a Ouija board. Because, like this nonsense, it takes way too long. It's only supposed to take like 3 hits, maybe 2. But no, the freaking Ouija board makes it pass through for whatever reason. I got a penny. I still can't go to the shop, so it doesn't matter anyway. I can't get to that. I was gonna say I could waste all my money on the fortune teller again, but I can't actually get to the fortune teller. I'm gonna save my laser, although I may regret it because this room's obnoxious. Please stop forming. There we go. I should probably, like, go check on the dryer to see what's in it, but I'm busy. This room shouldn't be too bad, as long as I finish the flies fast enough. Yeah, we're good. As long as you finish the flies fast enough to get rid of these nubs. Good. I could go back to the shop. I just went to a dead end with a bunch of jumpers. Great. You know what? I think I will go back to this shop, actually. Because I've got 13 cents. I may have some more censuses here in a second. And apparently Vaporeon's watching the stream. And probably listening to my obnoxious dryer. Let's go back to the shop. Let's blow our key on the shop here. May as well. I could blow it on the fortune teller, but I have yet to find out what the fortune teller actually does. It says like random stuff like stay awake, go to sleep. I don't know what any of that means. What do you mean stay awake? There's a ladder. That could be useful. Since I can't fly, I could actually use that to maneuver way better. I think I will get it. Like, I don't know, Twitch is doing some renovations. You know what? Let's buy a key, just so we have one. So the viewer list could be broken, although I don't know why it would be. It only refreshes every once in a while. So I could grab that heart now, but eh. I could also spend some money on this. You know what, let's throw 2 cents in it and see if it does anything. Nothing. Question authority! Sure. I'll get right on that for you, game. Let me just go question authority in a thiswardly direction. Okay, that's a really protected gambling machine there, but whatever. Who is it? Is it the Widow? No, it's Loki again. I think I can deal with Loki. I think Loki's... Oh, that was close. Loki's one of... Oh my god, that was lucky. One of the few bosses I can actually deal with. On Catacombs 2. Whoa, Loki, whoa. Chill. You know what? Let's blow the card so I don't have to freaking aim. That makes it easier, doesn't it? Especially with these bomb flies. Oh, that was lame. I should have Loki down pretty easy. Easiest boss in the catacombs at this point, probably. Bomb flies, go away. On the plus side, that spike thing will actually... I think it'll actually kill the bomb flies for me. And I gotta deal with the devil. Let's grab this and go see what the devil has to say. Or has to offer, I suppose. Hello? 9 lives, I believe, or a little familiar buddy. Which of those is better? Probably... I think when you pick up the 9 lives cat thing there, the dead cat, you get 1 health, but you just get 9 lives, so it's like having 9 health. I think picking up this dude would be better, though. Sister Maggie. Okay. I could pick up both, but I'm pretty sure that would kill me, because I only have 2 hearts. I have very little health for this far into the game, that's kind of crazy. Oh look, he has a flower, and he got hit in the face, and then laughed at. Poor Isaac. That's kind of the... Oh, Curse of the Lost, really? Luckily I have Liberty Cap, so it actually tells me what the map is. So it looks like this direction would be the direction I'd want to go. Or not, since I didn't get the item room, which was right next to me, I'm pretty sure. Maybe I could wrap around to it, I don't know. The freaking dryer, man, good god. That is some ferocious? I just butchered the English language a couple times. Drying, that thing is doing. Hey, there's the item room. This is an easy room. I don't even have to move, I just sit there. There we go. And I got a bomb. Sweet. So let's use that key I paid for and get an item that I'd never seen before. Sister Maggie, can you get rid of that fire for me? Thank you. What does this do? Tears up. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. So it has a % chance of doing that. Cool. Cool. That's a dead end. I actually like that, that's kind of cool. Plus this tears up to begin with, so I actually spit tears out faster. Which is just good all around. I wish Sister Maggie did that as well, that'd be pretty sweet. I'm gonna blow that up because I have a bajillion bombs. And get some money. I like money. Although at this point there's probably not a lot I can do with money. Although now I can easily escape these stupid things without any trouble whatsoever. Ta-da! I think the boss was this way. Let's go this way. Was the boss indeed in a thiswardly direction with the... Jesus Christ, there we go. I have yet to actually use that explodes in 4 directions tear shot thing, but, you know. I still only have 4 hearts, and 2 of them are not actual hearts. This is like a duplicate of the last room. The dryer beast has been stopped. What is that, child's heart? That might be useful, I think. Probably more useful than the mushroom at this point. There's the boss. Oh, hi. Let's chill with the heads for a second here, please. That's a little creepy. Can you die? There we go. I got this. Let me actually, hold on. There we go. To the boss, which should be... It lives. No, Mom, I got a little ahead of myself there. This may go poorly, because I don't have a lot of damage. Or really crowd control. Ow. That was a poor start. Please go away. Already taken way more damage than I should have. I was hoping that would kill the... Oh, come on. Twitch won't let you sign in. Oh. If I keep my consistent dodging of the foot up, I should be alright, but I've got, like, no crowd control. So... Nope! That was a dramatic way to die. I was killed by this thing. That is not Mom's foot. That is a bomb. That doesn't even remotely look like Mom's foot. Well, that was disappointing. I beat Mom yesterday. I can't do it now. Round 2. I don't know why Twitch has so much of an issue with Vaporeon, but it does. Won't let her sign in, won't let, whoa, buddy. Is this new, the new DLC for the game introduced a whole bunch of glitches in, basically just recognition of actual characters and stuff. I'm totally using a bomb to open that up. There's 3 bombs for 1, that's totally worth it. That was not worth it. A chest. Heart? Eh. That was worth it. I could blow that up for a bomb as well, but it's just 1, so... But, like, I believe you fixed it, but before it would actually improperly recognize which character you were playing, let's fight the boss. It's not like we have to go down, we can go back and get the item anyway. And it's Monstro, which is relatively easy. Even without any items at all, it just takes a while. Because he has 8 million hit points. Bro hit points. Bro points, that's how many he has. He has 8 million bro points, that was close. Please stop jumping, Monstro. Please stop jumping. Thank you. Greatly appreciated, good sir. I don't mind when you cough stuff up, just when you jump. Burnt out on World of Tank, pretty much. I'm actually curious how many hours of World of Tank I've played. I remember last time I checked, which was forever ago, I believe I had more than like 600 hours of playtime, which is actual, being in a tank playtime, not like in the garage or screwing around or whatever. I think I had like over 600 in actual playtime, which is kind of crazy. Which would explain why I'm burnt out on it. Plus nothing changed in the 2 years I played it. Like literally nothing had changed. They added some tanks and that was about it. The French provided a change, which was pretty cool. How many battles? At least 12,000 by this point, I'm pretty sure. Something around there. I had so many hours on Eve, oh my god. I probably had... I didn't have 2,000, I had nowhere near that much. I probably had 1,000, 1,000 or more hours in Eve. Eve is a great game. I loved Eve. Especially if you can find a good corporation. You can play Eve for a really long time if you can get a good corporation. I don't want to fly. This is a good item though, Speedball. It dilates my eyes like crazy and gives me damage, speed, and speed shot, I believe, and Vaporeon's internet just cut out, so I imagine that might be the problem. Always a good sign. Or she just logged off Steam, I don't know. The thing I like about Eve is the way you can kind of just play it how you want. Without, like, 3 or 4 characters. You can have your one character and just basically do whatever you want. It won't be efficient. Much like the way I built Corn Skull, which you guys haven't seen. I've had that footage sitting on my computer forever. I need to do post-commentary on part of it. So I'll probably get around to doing that. I didn't notice this. I forgot about that. Let's pick that up. But, like, he's an industry person. He can fly basically every type of ship in the game, except for some of the more advanced Tech 2 stuff. He can mine with, he doesn't have a Hulk yet, but he can mine. He's pretty far away from a Hulk at this point, but whatever. I don't think I'll ever be getting a Hulk, because that takes way too long. Probably shouldn't open that up right now. This is a unoptimal room. Let's open this one up first. Come here, buddy. I see you there. This should be easy, because I can basically just hold him in place. Yeah. Come here, buddy. Oh, I blew his head off. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to blow your head off. The problem lies in finding a good corporation, obviously, because it's just full of corporations that are basically a waste of time. Whoa, didn't notice you there, jumper. If you have some friends you can get play Eve with, it's even better, because then you have, obviously, a consistent person you actually enjoy being with that's actually playing the game with you, which is good. I played it with Doom for a while. Played freaking everything with Doom by this point. Corporation is indeed basically a clan. Every player in the game is in a corporation. When I say find a good corporation, I mean a player-run corporation. Would you like to come here, buddy? There you go. He's just buried himself in the corner. 2 of hearts. Doubles my hearts, I'm pretty sure. I don't think it doubles my hearts containers. No. Darn. I don't remember what strength does. Does that let me blow up rocks or something? Oh, there's a tinted rock. I didn't notice that. But there's the newbie corporation that all the new players start in. There's several for each of the different nations that you can start off as. Start with, I suppose, is what I meant to say there. And then there's these are all NPC corporations I'm going to be talking about. Then there's the corporations that are for players who have left a player-run corporation. So those are people who are basically switching corporations will be sitting in that one. This is just confusing me, and I'm talking about it. Tech 2, yes, 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 yes. I am super excited now. I have a laser. And then there's player-made corporations. Player-made are the ones you want to be in. There's really no advantage of being in the NPC ones. So, especially now that the NPC ones have a tax rate. Before they didn't have a tax rate, so if you were just running solo, it would be an advantage to just sit in the NPC one and run without a tax rate. You, sir, are screwed. You cannot defeat the laser. I love Tech 2. And if you can get... what is that? Damage? Oh my god, just what I wanted. If you can get damage up, and a deal with the devil. This is not a deal with the devil. This is something I've not been to before. What is that? A Pope hat? You feel blessed. I look blessed. Oh yeah, and you can't be war decked when you're in an NPC corporation. That would be horrible if you could war deck NPC corporations. The war deck system, the changes they made to it are kind of stupid. I'm not pleased with the war deck system. War Declaration Rebellion. It's there's different security levels. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that in the first one. If I didn't, there's different security levels, and anything above 0.5 is protected, so you cannot fight above that without some sort of repercussion. But player corporations can declare war, much like Ivarama just said there, can declare war on other player corporations, which allows those two corporations to freely fight anywhere in the galaxy at any point in time, just whenever. So, but they made some changes to the cost of doing that, to the person actually issuing the war deck. It's like crazy high cost now. I'm not particularly fond of that. I think it scales based on how many people are in the corporation that's declaring war, I'm pretty sure. Maybe it's the one they're declaring war on, I'm not really sure. I think it's the one that is declaring war. And it goes up to like some ridiculous, crazy high... I don't have a Ouija board. Like several 100 million ISK to declare war. That was lucky. Does this feel blessed thing like keep me from getting hit sometimes? Is that what's happening? Because that would be pretty sweet. You need to stop being annoying, Greed. I hate these things. It was a little bit low, I'll admit that, but now it's too high for large corporations. because like it's completely ridiculously unsustainable, and mercenary corporations are it's just ridiculous the more mercenary corporations have to do now. Mercenary. Because now the cost of hiring that was lucky, a mercenary corporation to fight you know, another alliance or whatever is gonna get ridiculously high. Unless it's like an industrial corporation, which you don't really need to hire mercenaries for that. Oh well, the industrial corporations are the one hiring the mercenaries, so. Eve is kind of like a soap opera. It's very political. Very, very politically driven. Which I guess is kind of the draw. It's very much like real-world kind of situations. Especially since basically everything in the game is player-run. Freaking markets player-run, system PhD. Systems are player-run, better pills. I have a mask on now. Whoa, that's not what I meant to push. I mean to hit that. Am I going to be doing MechWarrior Online? Probably for a little bit, but I don't expect to do it for terribly long. I'm not very fond of MechWarrior, to be honest. It's not my thing. This one should be easy. So I can basically just sit there and do that. I don't know why people have an issue with this boss. It's like crazy easy to predict. It's way easier than Larry Jr. to predict where he's going. He follows a pattern, so. Whoa, that was bad. Ran into him on my own. Negative, so hard, sweet. I will be doing PlanetSide 2. I will be all over PlanetSide 2. I will be all on that like butter on bread, or white on rice, or chocolate on cookies, I guess. That made very little sense on that last one there, but one more damage upgrade, I think, or however many more damage upgrades I can get, and I'll be pretty much set with the Tech 2 here. It does horrific default damage, but it's continuous, so makes up for that. Do I want to get that pill? I have better pills, so let's try and ninja through here. What is this pill? Friends till the end. That's a good pill, actually. YouTube time. You don't know about PlanetSide 2? Come on now, man. Were you living under a rock? Oh, that was a giant waste of flies, because they can't hurt it when he's down like that. There we go. I don't know. I mean, it looks all in well. We'll see how well it plays. It looks like it plays well, but again, we've just seen basically really small scale developer kind of stuff, basically. We'll see once it gets into beta how well it looks. You need to die. Please, there we go. Because it's really all about the giant, large-scale scenarios, to be honest. That guy's glitching out. Come here, buddy. Oh! You need to stop shooting so much. Jesus. There we go. PlanetSide 2, if done properly, could be a very, very large and very money-making game, even though it's free to play. I don't know what, yeah, Total Biscuit is doing a bunch of videos on it. I guess we can go in here. Still haven't used Strength. And Pestilence. Sure, I don't remember what this guy does. Choose the card. He shoots those! Great! There we go. Let's not get myself stuck in a corner here. That would be bad. Please stop doing that. Thank you. Oh, come on. I didn't know that would hurt me. Total Biscuit did a ton of, I'm spitting out flies now. Did a ton of PlanetSide 1, I'm pretty sure. Ooh. Oh, he blew up his rocks. Okay, so now I can hit him easily. Come on, Pestilence. We don't have all day here. I don't have time for your nonsense. Ooh. Oh, my God. I can't believe I just did that. I just skipped an item and a deal with the devil. Oh my word. Well, that sucks. That would have probably greatly increased my chances. It looks like the laser actually goes through the front of these guys, which is great. It probably also would have given me a chance at a damage up, which is what I wanted. Sadly, I freaked out and ran through the hole like an idiot. Oh well. Ground and air? What you talking about? PlanetSide 2 is full-on serious business of everything except for Navy. I wish it had Navy, but it doesn't. I need to find a shop, or go to a shop. I haven't really been looking for shops. I have 3 keys now, which is good. And there's the boss room already. You know what, let's actually... Because if I do it now, I have a pretty high chance of getting another deal with the devil. Monster 2. Oh, I forgot he fires lasers. Right. I forgot. Oh, that sucked. I had completely forgotten Monster 2 fired laser beams. There we go. Yeah, if your CPU probably will not have a very good time running PlanetSide 2. Although it looks like it'll be more graphics dependent than CPU dependent, to be honest. Oh yeah, I forgot he spits out 8 million flies. I forgot. Oh, got myself stuck there. Ooh! Forgot about the laser again. I need to seriously pay attention, because I'm pretty sure I've already lost my chance with the deal with the devil at this point. I really need, like, chemical peel or something would be really great about now. Please don't spit out flies. Oh, he killed his own flies. Thank you, Monstro. I was gonna spit out more, though. No, he didn't. Now he will. Oh my... Oh, that sucked. I didn't realize I could shoot the green flies. Screw myself over there. I didn't realize I could shoot the green flies and cause them to hurt Monstro. Are you kidding me? Monstro, you gonna do this to me now? The very end. Oh, your graphics card is what sucks. Okay. Yeah, you'll probably have some issues with PlanetSide then. Ooh, that was close. I already had Loki's horns, didn't I? Pretty sure I had already gotten Loki's horns. Well, I missed my chance for the deal with the devil because I horribly screwed that boss fight up. You can get a really good GPU for pretty cheap. I mean, the card I have is like 120 now. So, oh, it's a laptop. Well, never mind then. This is why I don't like laptops. Why did I get stuck in the wall there? Oops. Is there something over here? Why did I get stuck in the wall? There's like a little bump in the wall there. Or something. I don't know. That's like unnecessary damage screwing around with that. And there's the item room already, which is great. Please die. Please die. Please die away from me would be the best time for these flies to die. Ow. That was lame. Thank you for killing the fly for me. Here we go. You treated yourself last year. I get these things like every single run, good god. It's been quite a while, actually, since I built this thing. So, I don't know when I'll get another one, but it would be great if I did, and if I do, it will be Intel. Intel and probably NVIDIA. I keep hiccuping now. Excuse me again. Just for raw power at that point, because... Got some sweet music. Oh, it's freaking Necropolis. Just because at this point, raw power would be far more useful to me. Oh, this is going to be a horrific room. Yep. I hate these spiders, and this is a room full of spider-making spiders. Please go away. Thank you. Ooh. Jesus. This was not a very good start to Necropolis. Let me point that out right now. I don't know... Oh, that was... Oh, come on. Perfect positioning to... And then I screwed up and got myself killed. I'm doing quite poorly today. We'll do one more and then that'll be it for today. There's the item room from the get-go. That is quite a bit, Rebellion. That's quite a bit, actually. I think mine was... Oh, are you kidding me? Spawn me next... Jesus Christ. May as well just kill myself at this point. I don't even know why it started me on this floor. I didn't do good last time. Why would it spawn me on this floor? I don't know. Please die, spider. Spider. I don't want to get near him because he jumps into me constantly. Come here. Piece of crap. Like that. See? He was taunting me. Mine was like around 600 or 700. So, US dollars, mind you. USD. He makes a funny sound when he spits that out. I've got nothing in terms of good going on right now. I've got no health because I'm retarded. I've got a pretty much useless item. For all intents and purposes. Yes, entire computer. I went AMD, so it was pure... Ooh, that was close. I'm having issues communicating and trying to kill this guy at the same time. It was pure bang for the buck. It was a 6850 and a 960T for the CPU. 6850, I'm pretty sure, is the best bang for the buck you can possibly get, even still at this point. Even better now that it's cheaper, actually. Have to grab that on the way down, because it's on the stupid hole now. There we go. Hate when it does that. Slides into the hole obnoxiously. If you look at, I think it's, what is the website? I think it's just gpubenchmark.com or something like that. So you could just Google it. It's Passmark, I'm pretty sure, is what runs the site. And they have a most value list. That is what she said. Come here, buddies. I would like to blow your heads off, please. Don't sneak behind me, I know what you're doing there. Kill this guy, come here, stop running around in the corner. I hate when they do that. Come here, buddy. There we go. This one's not shooting out blood, so he's not an issue. I can get close to him. The fool! I don't know what that does, but I imagine it's somewhat random. And I haven't been really paying attention for different colored rocks, which you should always be paying attention to. But I'm me. Welcome to me. I don't do what I tell you to do. Zombie? I keep forgetting the name. Oh, that was stupid. I keep forgetting the name of all these enemies. It'd probably be somewhat entertaining to actually know the name of these stupid things, but whatever. Again, me. What do you expect from me? I got nothing from that room, and it's a room full of jumpers. I am not terribly excited. Would you like to jump back out and not burn yourself? Let's sigh. Come here, jumpers. Come here, buddy. There we go. No! Over here. I hate you. There's a heart in there. There's no colored rocks. I don't want to waste a bomb. And an item I don't really care for. Can I get a heart? No? I like how the poo makes a smiley face. It's a nice little touch there from the game developers. Let's make the poo make a smiley face. That's the first thought. Developing a game is to make the poo make a smiley face. That's the first thing I think of. What does this do? Oh yeah, it does that. It's disgusting. At least it'll let me kill these things super easy. There we go. The Hanged Man, that's actually useful. That lets me fly! As one might imagine from someone who yanked their head off. That's actually what that is. You there! Die. No? Maybe? Please? Gracie? Ah, Jesus Christ. There we go. And it gave me a pill. A blue pill. Whoops! Range down, and I wasted my Hanged Man. So good job me, and we're fighting Monstro again. Sweet Jesus. Repetition much? Oh, come on. You know what? There. I'll just kill myself. That run was going nowhere, let's be honest. I had ridiculously useless items, and I took way too much damage on the first floor to do anything useful. I think I'm actually going to end it here for today. I may do it again tomorrow. Just keep doing this every day until we're done with the thing I'm doing. But, yeah. I think I'll end it here. Have fun with your honeymoon there, Ivorama. Ivers. I'll just call you Iver. How about that? See ya. Thanks for entertaining me.